That's why you have to be careful when it comes to using credit cards. Today, we're actually going to talk about this thing called compound interest and how you can start making your money make money for you. My name is Chris Cobb, and welcome to the channel where we talk faith, finance, and entrepreneurship. Our vision is to instill courage and unleash freedom in every area of your life. So now I've been in the insurance industry as a licensed professional for 4 years. I started out as an underwriter, and then I became my own broker. And the thing that led me to this topic of compound interest was because me in my mid-20s, I had graduated, I had a job, and I found myself in credit card debt. And I almost could not get out of it. It seems like I was paying every single month, but somehow it started piling up. So that's when I said, you know what? I need to learn more about compound interest and why is it working against me and how I can get it to work for me. So compound interest, don't overthink it. It's just interest on your interest. It's your money making money for you or your money costing you money. Albert Einstein, he once said this: compound interest is the eighth wonder of the world. Those who understand it, they earn it, and those who don't end up paying it. And the reason I wanted to cover this subject is because most families today are living in credit card debt, over 15, 16,000 on average with most families. And what they're doing is they're paying the compound interest. So think about this. A bank may offer you a credit card and they're saying, hey, for every dollar that you borrow, we're going to charge you an extra 20%. That means every dollar you got to pay a 20 cents on top of it. So when you pay it back, you're paying $1.20, but you only used $1. That's what Albert Einstein meant when he said you will be paying compound interest. That's why when you get in an avalanche of credit card debt, it almost seems impossible to pay it off because you're actually having to pay more money than you're actually using. That's why you have to be careful when it comes to using credit cards. Obviously, there's many benefits. There's points, there's rewards, there's perks, but only for those who actually understand how it works and they're not paying more than they actually use. And that was me a couple years ago in that same situation, trying to figure out why can't I get out of this? So if you're somebody watching the video and you're thinking, what can I do? One of the first things you need to do, guys, is figure out where all your bills are coming from and what debts you have and what's the interest rate. And make sure that you start paying those things off right away so you're no longer paying the compound interest. Now, the purpose of this video is to show you how it works against you, but also how it can work for you. So just like you feel like you can never get out of debt because you have the avalanche going against you, there is something called compound interest that works for you. There's different type of accounts. That's the beauty of having IRAs and 401ks and life insurance policies, because these are vehicles where you can put your money and over time, 10, 20, 30 years, it starts creating that compound interest where you end up benefiting and receiving way more money than you actually put into the account. So you remember how I felt when you were having the credit cards and it was almost as if, man, I could never pay this off because as soon as I pay the minimum, there's another bill and I'm paying more on top of it. Well, it can work in your favor. When you listen to wealthy people talk about investing, especially compound interest, they always laugh because they're saying, you know what? I paid X amount into this 10, 20 years ago, and now I'm getting 10X of my return just by having my money work for me over time. So if you're someone who actually likes this content, there's 3 things that I want you to do. 1, if you want to take advantage of compound interest and you have credit cards or you have bills of some sort, make sure that you go ahead and put a plan in place to pay that off. Get with a specialist to help you with a budget, but make sure you knock down those credit cards. Number 2 is this: find an account that actually pays interest. It could be a savings with a bank. It could be a life insurance policy. It could be an IRA. BS, do some research online and find a place that you can actually start storing your money that is gaining compound interest. Last thing is this: if you actually enjoyed the video, make sure you hit subscribe to the channel, hit the like button, and do me a favor, actually share this with 2 people that you know would love this information. And this is what we're going to be doing. We're going to make sure that we give you the information so that you can start learning how to eliminate paying compound interest. You can be the one actually earning it so that we can make sure that everyone who follows this channel is in a position where they're becoming financially free and their dreams are starting to become a reality. If you found this valuable, check out my video on how you can use life insurance to earn compound interest as opposed to paying it. This is Chris Cobb, and I will see you on the next one.